Hey, welcome back. Since we're waiting for paint to dry and we're waiting on some other parts coming in, we decided to start tackling the door frames. So I got a buddy at Staples Precision Metal Craft who's got a pretty fancy brake and can bend up about whatever a person needs. So I had him bend me up some door jambs. So I think we're going to call it Z channel. It's 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. And even though that's symmetrical, when you're cutting 45s in these to make sure that everything lines up real precise and gives it a nice fit and finish, you really only get one chance to make a good cut. So I had a buddy of mine who comes over. He's pretty good with steel and an excellent MIG welder. And he was helping me get all the jams lined up so everything fits great. So as soon as we got some of the jams in, we started in on the doors and getting those. They're out of 3/4 inch tubular steel. And once those get all lined up and true, squared, plumbed, then we're going to slap the sheeting on them and get the hinges on them. And that's going to give us a nice smooth fit and finish with that recessed door jam. So you get that real high quality automotive style look. Plus, it goes through the brush better that way. So as we're working on the doors there, I decided with the door jams being in place, we could take and mount and kind of measure up and get all the doors themselves, kind of tack them in place inside the door jams. So we knew we had a perfect space all the way around them, and they wouldn't go ahead and move on us as we were getting those all fitted into place. So that turned out to work really well for us. And in fact, we did both front doors that same style. So with that having that full front access door like that, that gives us it was a little trickier with those angles and that trying to line up, but we were able to tackle it and get it done. And then we were trying to figure out where to put the braces at so that they'd line up with the door handles to give us not only the most strong door latch mechanism, but also keep that door latch where it's naturally able to grab that, plus make it easy to get in and out of the door. So once we got those doors tackled, you can see it laying up there against the front of the Snowcat. We decided to go ahead and start tackling the window frames, as the Safelite guy was coming the next day to do the windows. So we also had Staples Precision go ahead and do the or the window jams for us, and these they were pretty precise on the 1/8 inch gap all the way around, and then plus a 1/4 inch recess so that the glue had somewhere to inset and then keep that glass nice and smooth so it didn't have any lips to catch on, because the edge of the glass is actually the most prone spot to breaking. So you got to make sure that everything has a good smooth finish when you're done with it, and that recess holds it pretty tight. So we were really happy how this turned out. We did 2 individual frames, of course, driver's and passenger side. And then once we got that all tacked into place and welded down, I did a full length weld down the middle and then ground that back out to keep that smooth, to make that look kind of a one piece fit there to really help it shine up and turn out. So, and then of course with that we had to paint that, masked it off and painted it, and then had Safelite here. They've done great work for me in the past, and they're more than willing to come do it and get them put in for me. So I'm okay with tackling the plexiglass and the Lexan, but as far as doing something, want it to be this precise going in and have it have a good finish when you're done, figured we'd leave it up to the professionals. So he came in and helped us out get it done, and it looks absolutely fabulous. Completely professional job. So that was a lot of fun to help him get to do that. While he's doing that, I was working on some of the side panels, getting those all trimmed out, and Rowan was down there making sure to get the finish down on them. So once we got the windows in, it was back at the door frames. getting those all welded up and then getting them ground smooth so we didn't have any lips or anything to catch the seams. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. You got any comments, leave it in the questions below, and thanks.